The temperature problem, a chilly situation. All right, let's address the dangling mystery right away. Why on earth would nature put something so important, the literal factory of future generations, outside the armored fortress of our body? The brain gets a skull, the heart gets a rib cage and testicles. They get a skin hammock. It sounds like bad engineering. Like someone was designing the male anatomy at 4:59 on a Friday and went, just hang 'em there. But as it turns out, there's an actual scientific reason for this breezy placement, and it's all about temperature. See, sperm are a bit delicate. Think of them like artisanal yogurt, too warm, and they go bad. The ideal temperature for sperm production is about 2 to 3 degrees C cooler than your body's internal temperature. Inside your body, it's a toasty 37 degrees C. That's perfect for baking a cake, but terrible for growing sperm. That's why testicles hang out, literally, in the scrotum, which acts like nature's built-in mini-fridge. It's equipped with muscles like the cremaster that can lift the testicles up when it's cold, you know what I'm talking about, and drop them back down when it's hot, like a weird biological thermostat with mood swings. Think of your scrotum like a personal assistant who's very concerned about temperature. Too warm in here, sir. Lowering testicles now. And that's the big reveal. Testicles are outside because sperm are divas. They need the perfect environment to thrive, and your body, bless its 37 degrees C heart, just isn't it. Surprising takeaway? If humans had built-in cooling systems as precise as the scrotum, your gaming PC would never overheat. Maybe that's the real future of tech, scrotum-inspired design. What if they were inside? All right, now that we know testicles hang out for the sake of cooler temps, here's a fun thought. What if they didn't? What if testicles were internal, tucked safely inside, like the kidneys, liver, or your deepest insecurities? Let's imagine it. You're walking around, living your life, and your internal testicles are just simmering away at 37 degrees. That's like trying to store chocolate in your pants pocket on a summer day. Spoiler alert, it melts, and in this case, your sperm would become tiny overheated soup particles. Not ideal for making future humans. In fact, there are animals with internal testicles. Take elephants, for instance, or whales. But they have all sorts of evolutionary hacks, like massive body sizes and internal cooling mechanisms that we, the humble upright apes, do not possess. So why didn't we develop those cooling tricks? Maybe evolution looked at humans and went, they'll just invent boxer briefs and air conditioning. Good enough. But let's take it further. Imagine if humans did evolve with internal testicles that could somehow stay cool. That would completely change male fashion. No more awkward crossing your legs moments. No more horror during a soccer ball to the crotch. And let's be honest, meme culture would suffer. There would be no "he got hit in the nuts" compilations. A tragedy. Also, locker room conversations would be way less awkward. Instead of, "Bro, it's cold in here," it'd be, "Bro, my internal scrotal cooling system is on overdrive today." Doesn't have the same ring to it. So what's the takeaway here? Sometimes nature makes weird choices that seem inefficient, until you imagine the alternatives. Suddenly, the skin hammock starts to make sense, and makes you kinda grateful for it. The most exposed treasure chest. All right, so here's the kicker. We've established that testicles need cooler temps. Fine, we get it. But here's what keeps people up at night. If they're so important, why are they also the most exposed, unprotected, and absurdly easy to damage part of the body? Seriously. Nature said, "These are the crown jewels of human reproduction. Better make them soft, sensitive, and hang them in a sack with zero armor. Oh, and put them right between the legs, where literally anything can hit them at any time." Imagine if banks stored gold in a paper bag, dangling from the front door. That's how risky this design feels. But here's the deal. Vulnerability was part of the plan. Some evolutionary biologists believe that having sensitive, exposed testicles actually discouraged risky behavior. Think of it like a built-in life insurance policy. Hey, maybe don't fight that bear. Your testicles are literally on the line. Others think it's about mobility. Internal organs like kidneys are cushioned and protected because they're not moving much. But testicles, being outside, help reduce the body's core temperature and maybe even play a role in cooling the blood flowing to the area. You know, multitasking. But if we're being real, there's also a strong chance nature just enjoys trolling us. After all, this is the same universe where jellyfish are immortal, but humans can twist an ankle while sneezing. Now, imagine if testicles had armor, like little helmets. Battle Balls 3000 or something. Sports injuries would go way down, sure, but would that stop people from making nut jokes? Absolutely not. So what did we learn? Testicles are like a biological paradox, extremely valuable and hilariously vulnerable. But in their awkwardness lies a kind of genius. Nature took a risk. And somehow, here we are. A swinging mystery solved, kinda. So there you have it. Why are testicles outside the body? Because sperm are high-maintenance, temperature-sensitive divas who demand the VIP lounge treatment. Cool, breezy, and always slightly uncomfortable for their host. It's funny, isn't it? This awkward, vulnerable design turns out to be a stroke of evolutionary genius. One that balances temperature control, mobility, and maybe even behavior. All while leaving you wide open to every low-hanging injury known to mankind. And the best part? Even though we've demystified the science, it's still one of those things that makes you stop, tilt your head, and go, "Wait, really? That was the best option?" But hey, that's nature for you. Sometimes it gives whales sonar, and sometimes it gives humans dangling meat thermometers. So next time you cross your legs protectively or watch someone get hit in the groin in slow motion, just remember, it's all part of the plan. A weird, risky, hilarious plan. Now it's your turn. Got another bizarre biology question? Drop it in the comments. Why do we hiccup? Why do men have nipples? What's the deal with belly buttons? Let's make weird science fun, one awkward body question at a time. And hey, if you learned something today, or at least laughed once, smash that like button like a dodgeball to the crotch. Thanks for hanging out with me. Literally.